Hello, you beautiful individuals. Ah, God. Today, well, we were going to look at Matt Walsh here. I was trying to find a video of his and ignore, like, some of these that are watched. I was actually watching a bunch of his videos on my other channel. And, dear God, I mean, this guy, he just has a problem with everything. I mean, mainly, it seems, you know, what is a woman, obviously. That's clearly his big thing. Transgender people in general, he just doesn't like them. He has a major issue with them. I don't know if someone personally wronged him who, identified as a different gender than what they were born with. They identify as a different gender as their sex, or if he's just really into it and can't admit it because his conservative upbringing and friends and family would absolutely just not like it. So he has to fit in, conform to what is he thinks is normal. I just I really did want to go over some of his stuff, but honestly, he's too popular, and I don't mean that as like I'm afraid. It's I mean, mind you, he has 1.5 million, a little over like 1.6 subs, but he only has about little I don't know 300 and some million views, which on the channel. I don't know. It just doesn't seem. It seems a little low for views. I mean, it's a lot of views. Obviously, it's not like I can talk, but for the amount of subs, it seems low. It's kind of weird. But anyway, yeah, he has an issue with everything. I mean, anything that's like basically not purely conservative, right, far right view, he just has an issue with. Like, I mean, my God, he covers a lot of stuff. I'll give it to him. He doesn't just cover transgender that topic, but he does do that a lot, and he's just very, like Professor Dave did a whatever, I guess debate if that's the right word, with this. God, what was his name? God, I'm so bad with names. Something Lee Patterson. It was like JLP. Some I don't know. He was like, basically he claimed in it that you know it's something like if you have hate in your heart, you're a woman or something. He says something like that. I don't know. It was really bizarre. But if that rings true at all, I mean, dear God, this guy, he has so much hate. He hates everything. I mean, and mind you, so like he has a very arrogant tone and whatnot, and not that I can, talk, but I could see honestly enjoying him as a content creator if he did other stuff. Like there was certain videos like he played GTA, which it was actually kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie. He he stopped at the stop sign like or stoplight and stuff. I mean, the way he drove was funny. Like it was genuinely funny. I actually enjoyed that part. Well, parts of that video. He obviously is still himself and goes off on topics. But man, and he also has a really big issue for some reason with female comics, like how he always says like try to laugh at this feminist female comic, but really it's just female comedians in general. He seems to have an issue with. It just kind of seems like he has an issue with females, like anyone who either was born, with whatever that sex, or also identifies as that gender. He seems to really have an issue. I mean, I don't know like what that's saying about him. I'm not going to speculate, but yeah, he probably likes it up the bum and just doesn't want to come to terms with it, or has, and his conservative side just he just eats away at him all day, and he has to make these videos like twice a day basically about mostly about women. I mean, it's honestly like there is a lot of other things. It's not just women. He covers religion and marriage and a lot of other topics along that line that basically have to do with religion and conservatism. But yeah, he also has a major issue with the left and abortion, which, I mean, once again, I understand not everyone's going to agree. We all have different views, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. Me personally, I believe it's up to the it's just should be up to you. It's not That's not something that should be up to the government. I mean, I get putting like a limit on it, like not too far into it and all that. I kind of I do see that. There's it makes sense. Like, but there's just so many scenarios in which a woman being pregnant, or hell, a girl, a small child being pregnant due to whatever, rape, incest, all that, carelessness, accident, not knowing, not being knowledgeable, many many other scenarios that abortion would not only help them, but most likely help the baby. I mean, there's a lot of time. Like, we have so many children just in this country alone in foster care and horrible, horrendous situations, even being in a family, quote unquote. I just, I don't know. I don't, I understand where they come from with not wanting abortion to be a thing. I get it in their minds. It's the, most usually religious aspect of it, of, all life is precious, blah, 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 except for apparently until after the child's born. But whatever. It, I don't know. I personally, like I said, I believe it should be up to the person. I don't. It's not a topic I want to get into. That's why I don't really want to cover him either. These topics, like, I just don't. I don't know. He's so far gone. Is there really a point? Like, just if you feel free, please watch his stuff and comment and tell him what a moron he is. Because, I mean, he is. Gosh dang, he is. He just. Not even that. He's just kind of disgusting. Like, that's the issue. He's a charismatic gentleman, He has a, I don't know what, like a deeper, kind of more, authoritative voice, He could truly do things. Like, and he's not a bad content creator. He just creates bad content, if that makes sense. Like, it's like how sometimes you have great actors, but they're just in crap movies or crap TV shows, and it just doesn't. Anyway, I don't know. Also, obviously, has a major issue with Biden, which, whatever. Not a fan of Biden either, quite frankly, but wasn't a fan of Trump, so don't get too excited. Personally, I haven't been excited about a president. I mean, Obama was kind of cool, I guess, just in the fact that, like, I enjoyed listening to him talk. He sounded intelligent, and he was obviously very charismatic, and I enjoyed listening to him. That was one of the first presidents I truly, like, not really wouldn't be excited, but I would go out of my way to watch, their address or their whatever. Because, truth, I don't care about politics or the government. They don't care about me. I don't care about them. It's just how it is. So, I just, yeah. There hasn't been a president that I've truly been, like, a fan of. That I'm like, oh, man, we need that guy. I mean, I don't know, maybe JFK seemed pretty cool, but he was a little before my time, so I don't really know. Anyway, so what I really want to cover is this. I kind of want to watch this too. I'm not going to watch it, but please go watch it. It's so dumb. Like, he had laryngitis, and basically he kind of made this out to be like a, I don't know, just a, he's supposed to be making fun of people who he says claims they're victims when they're not, and all that. If you like to argue, his channel is a great place to argue. Like, most of the people commenting agree with him and, like, dang near worship him. It's so bizarre too. I mean, he has, like, so this has a lot of views. It has 1 million, which, fair enough. 9,000 comments. That just seems high. And 80. I don't know. Hold on. Like this one. Okay. 100. This is.
I was thinking about.
Jesus Christ! Get out of here. So yeah, still 2,000 comments on that. I don't know. His channel. It intrigues me. The analytics on it are bizarre, unlike any other channel I've seen, really. He just has an oddly low amount of views for the amount of subscribers, but then an oddly high amount of comments and likes for the amount of views. But either way, I mean, good on him. You know, he's obviously created quite a popular show and channel, and yeah, I gotta respect that. I guess like I'll give it to him. He got an audience, 1.63 million people. He's only been doing it since 2012 too. I mean, that's wow. Sure, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. He's just such a tool. Anyway, not as bad as this guy though. Well, he's probably worse, quite frankly. But this dude. So, Sir Sic did a video on this, and I apologize, Sir Sic, if me copying this is, offensive or anyway. I wouldn't imagine it would be. I really liked this video that you covered, and I thought it was funny, and I wanted to do it as well. It's not the first time, I don't think. Maybe. But I'm big into his style of content. Obviously, I create it myself, so that's why I look to him for inspiration. I also like video games, which is why I put some video game stuff on here too. If you ever have a suggestion of any kind of video, whether it's responding to a moron or playing a game or anything really, just leave in the comments. Open to ideas and all that. Let's get on to this. People need to hear the truth. I always do my best to show godly love. Hearts in Australia have become hardened in a way that I couldn't read that fast.
Hello, Sydney. Allow me 3 minutes of your time if you don't mind. All right, I'm not...
Okay, so this girl right here. Look at her face. Hold on. Okay.
Hello, Sydney. Allow me 3 minutes of
Wait.
your time if you don't...
I mean, livid. Like, this is just a lady who is trying to get to work or get home from work. That's all she wants to do. She doesn't want to be annoyed. She's in an overly packed
Don't mind.
subway. Whoops, sorry. And that's another good one that I didn't see. He is looking at the camera like, oh God, what is going on here? She loving it. Like, this girl thinks she can't wait. She's excited to see the responses of everyone on the train. Either that or she knows him and but I don't think. Maybe. She might know him. Huh, let's keep watching.
All right, I'm not here to offend anyone. I'm here to give you hope. My name is Philip Blair. I'm from the United States. I want to talk to you about where you're going in life, right? We're all rushing through life. We're all on a train. We're all going somewhere. I want to ask you, what is the purpose of your life? Are you living to work and working to live? I know what it's like to strive on the corporate ladder, okay? But
I don't believe for a second he knows what it's like to strive on the corporate ladder. He might. But how did you get to here, man? How did you get in this train talking to a bunch of people who want nothing to do with you at all, who think you're absolutely bonkers? How did you get here? And what are these people doing up here? Is this? Like, is there people under them? Why do they seem so high up? I've never been on a, train, actually, or a subway thing, so I don't know. I live in literally the middle of nowhere. I mean, just absolutely nowhere. The town I grew up in had about 1,000 people in it. I graduated with less than 40 people. Like, super small town. I should be like Matt Walsh, really. I should have that conservative view. I mean, I grew up around that. But, yeah, Anyway, let's keep watching Mr. Preacher here.
I've left everything, and I've been to over 28 countries in the last 2 years to share the gospel of Jesus Christ.
But why are you in Australia? Like, surely they know about Jesus. I imagine his word has gotten around to that group of white people. I mean, what? I don't know. Like, if you were really trying to spread the gospel and get to people who's never heard of him, why wouldn't you go to any other country, really? Like, that basically doesn't have white people in it, Like, not saying that obviously these countries would have zero, but you know what I'm saying. Like, the majority of the population. I mean, go to anywhere, any Asian countries or Middle Eastern countries. Go to India. Like, I don't know. Even though probably a lot of them have heard of Jesus too, because it's 2022. I can go on them tribes off of them islands that haven't been contacted yet that like shot up that plane with a bunch of arrows and crap. Yeah, go to there. I'm sure they would love to hear your Jesus spiel.
And I'm not trying to talk to you about religion. I'm here to talk to you so that you might have hope for tomorrow and every day that follows.
See, that was a clever little thing he did there. When he says, I'm not here to talk about religion, like, obviously he is. But even Sir Sic pointed out as well, like, he's just saying he doesn't want to talk about religion to anyone directly. He doesn't want to hear their worldviews. He doesn't even want to really talk to people directly. He just wants to shout and force them to listen, invading their auditory canals with dribble, basically.
Because many of you are hurting and you're going to the wrong places. We care more about saving the whales than we care about saving our unborn children.
Listen, dude, Mr. Preacher Man. And before I go on with that, anti-abortion preaching triggers fierce backlash on train. It wasn't fierce. I've watched this video already. The worst thing you get told is just shut up, which is not fierce at all. That's more than understandable. But anyway, we don't just want to save the whales, you moron. It's the entirety of the ocean. We depend on it a lot. Most of our oxygen comes from it. I mean, it's important. Without it, we're dead.
We care about how deep.
Without the ocean, there wouldn't be no unborn children to save, Mr. Preacher Man.
All right, thank you.
Nope, I'm not gonna.
That dude, legend. He's right here. We'll see him in a second. He has that white hair. He said, thank you. Like, most polite way to say shut up possible. And he gets amazing.
Stop, because I love you that much. Okay, we have to return to living in a moral way. Our children
we do not have
are
to
going
return
up.
anywhere, thank
Our
you.
children are
you have
growing
no
up.
more right than anyone else on this bus. Just shut up.
This girl is just, she's either disgusted about what she's being told on the phone or disgusted by him, and I imagine it's him. She loves him because of what he's saying, along with a lot of other people on the train. Her especially. It's all in the faces.
No.
Yeah, shut up.
No.
This train.
3 minutes of your time. All right, 3 minutes of your time. I love you. And I want you to know that there is peace found in Jesus Christ. That He can save you from any situation.
This guy's also amazing. Just talking over him, making it even harder.
And He can deliver you from anxiety, fear.
Oh,
worry,
mate, if you ask for our time, we have the right to say no. We're not giving it to you.
So it's all to do with
Why are you so triggered, my friend?
Oh, that was like, why you didn't even say it with any like authority. Just, why are you so triggered, my friend? I don't know.
Why won't you just shut up?
Because I love you that much.
Speak quietly
I know.
with someone
And
who
one
wants
day
to
you're going to
listen.
stand before the.
I love that man. Like I'm personally, I don't swing that way, but for that man, yeah, in a heartbeat. Freaking hilarious.
Throne of God, and you're going to account for everything that you have done.
She didn't want to be recorded. I wonder why. That's interesting. I didn't see that originally.
Quietly
I know.
with someone
And
who
one
wants
day
to
you're going to
listen.
Oh man, she does not like that at all.
stand before the.
She does not want to be recorded either. It's interesting. Big rock on her finger, isn't it? Look at that.
Throne of God, and you're going to account for everything that you have done. Repent, Sydney, for your sin. Repent before it's too late. There's power in the name of Jesus to change your life. I care about you, that's why I'm telling you the truth. There's only one name under heaven given to us whereby we can be saved, it's Jesus Christ. I'm here because I care about you. You have one more stop and I'm leaving.
Oh, thank
All right?
God.
Oh, thank God.
That dude. I mean, he just kills me. Man.
We're going to one day stand before God and we're going to account for everything
You
we've
are,
done.
mate. That's fine.
No,
That's
when
all
you
good.
die, you're not going to cease to exist.
See, and that's my main issue, and I'm gonna stop it here because if you want to watch a proper response to it, go watch Sir Sic. He's much funnier than me. But my main issue is that, like, why is it okay? Why is your view right? You don't know that. You believe it. You believe it with all your being, whatever, but you don't know it. And you can't just force your opinion on people when they clearly don't want it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, give me some recommendations of things to do. I will do them. And, yeah. Have a great day, people.